Don't trip.
Don't trip.
Don't trip.
Don't even trip. We got you. All right, y'all. What's up? This is Don't Trip Podcast. You're on with your host, David and Justice.
What's going on, everybody?
With another episode. And today we are joined by Miss Bree from Too Hot to Handle, that Netflix show where they be losing money on purpose. So today we are... You try not to. It just happens. You can't really help it.
Yeah.
I feel that. Hey, but if you're new to the show, this is Don't Trip. We got advice at no price. So our main premise of the show is to give you all advice, our best of our abilities. We know we're young. We know we aren't as experienced as some old therapist or something that you go see in the office, but we're going to give you a fresh new take on it, whatever we think, keep y'all from tripping. That's what we do. So on today's episode, we got the Don't Trip questions submitted by fans themselves. We're going to try to get y'all right, and we try to relate it to our guest host, so we have a couple that might relate to Bree a little bit, and then that's what we're going to hit for those questions. If you got any more questions, hit us in the Instagram DMs, and we're going to get y'all right. The next segment is the red flag, green flag segment. It's a dope segment, and I'll explain when we get there. And the last segment is Switcheroo, which I will also explain when we get there. But first, we're going to meet our host. Jay might take most of this little questioning, but we're going to run with it. So, Bree, tell us what we need to know about Bree real quick. Anything. Anything. Name.
I like
where
it.
you from.
So my name is Bree, Brianna.
Mm-hmm.
I'm originally from Waterbury, Connecticut, but I came to LA from the Bay Area. So I kind of like from all over, I guess you can say. But yeah, I've been in LA now for a little bit, but originally came from the Bay Area.
How long you been here?
I've been here now for 2.5 years.
Okay.
And but I always come back and forth because you gotta fly a little, turn up and then fly back home. So I was living in the Bay. I've been in the Bay for about 10 years, on and off. So from Too Hot to Handle, season 3. It was very, very fun experience. Right now I am working on my beauty line, Embellish Me by Bree. So I'm trying to get like lashes, makeup, because I'm a previous makeup artist.
Yeah.
I love makeup, so I'm not wearing a lot now, but I love makeup. But yeah, just working on that because I'm a Virgo, so I need everything to be perfect. I'm very like tedious and everything like that.
Virgo.
So just working on that and just trying to enjoy life and stay sane and all that other good stuff.
Respectable.
Yeah.
That's dope. So how did going on the show kind of change you? Were you already in the social influencer world where you like become just a bunch of followers came to you randomly and you just kind of changed up a little bit? What happened with that?
So I'm a millennial, so it's like I wasn't heavily like into social media.
Yeah.
When they scouted me for the show, I had literally 2 pictures on my Instagram,
Oh,
and I
wow.
thought it was a scam. And I was like, okay, I was like, I have nothing to lose. Like, might as well, as long as they don't ask for my account number or something. So then I applied and ended up getting on the show, which was really cool. But I worked as like a bottle service waitress and a hostess, and I was like really heavily in the club for the last like 9 years since I was like freshly 21. So I knew that environment, that social scene, things like that. So even like after the show, like me personally, it didn't really change me when people were like, oh, we seen you on this or whatever, just because like I did videos, not like bad videos, but like, the little girls in the background that look cute and stuff like that. Yeah. So it's like, and then like I'm a very
you in some music videos?
Yeah, I was in a couple, like I was in like Pooh Shiesty's video.
That's my dog.
I did I did like a podcast little thing with like Justin LeBoy and like Chris Brown.
Okay.
Like that was like a year ago. So I did like a couple little things, little projects. Yeah, and like I'm a very social person, so people are like, oh yeah, this person and that. So it didn't really like change too much for me, like people noticing me and like my DMs, with girls, you could relate to them boys always gonna be in them DMs. Doesn't matter what it is, they're gonna be in them DMs.
Okay.
So nothing really like changed too much for me. The only thing that really changed is like me being on social media. Like even now, like I've been MIA for a little bit, and my friends are like, what's going on? You gotta post. And I'm like, I've always lived my life outside of social media.
Yeah.
So it's like when they're like, record stuff, I'm like sitting there trying to record. I'm like, they're like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm trying to get content. Like,
trying to get content.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm trying to so I feel like that's like the biggest change for me is just being heavily on social media and doing all that stuff. So
when they first reached out to you, you thought it was a little sketchy at the beginning.
Yeah.
But did you always want to be like on reality TV shows or something like that? Or were you kind of hesitant going into it?
I think it just depended on the reality TV show. Like back in the day, certain shows like you'll either be like on Bad Girls Club or like Love and Hip Hop or like something like that. I feel like sometimes with not social media, with shows, you kind of get the show you look like you would be on. So I was like, I would never want to be on a show where like I had to fight somebody or like, you know, be super ratchet or anything like that. Not saying like those shows are ratchet, but like just saying like sometimes they box you in. So with this show, when they reached out to me, I was looking at the Instagram. The Instagram wasn't even put together. So then I was like, this might be a scam. But then I never watched the show. Like I love anime. So like I'm like an anime person.
We're gonna talk about
that. So literally like when they're like, cause originally the show was a different name. So it was I think it was like Parties in Paradise or something like that. So they were like, oh, you know, you can try out for this show. So I'm like, okay, cool. But then when we found out it was Too Hot to Handle, I'm sitting there like, I don't know what this is. Like, I watch anime. Yeah. So, but then I was like, you know, I have nothing to lose. You know, the show looked like it was going to be cool because it was just like a party show.
Right.
I was like, I partied all my life. Yeah. Like, mine as well.
Isn't that the point? Like, they kind of trick you into thinking it's supposed to be one thing and then you show up and it's completely different.
Yeah. Because like the description was like, oh, you just party, you know, meet single people. And I was like, I do that every day. That's my job, you know? Pour drinks. Yeah. So I was like, I don't got to be either naked or doing like crazy stuff on TV. Right. So I was like, might as well. At that time, I was like in my early 20s, like mid 20s. So then I was like, I have nothing to lose. Might as well just go for it. If I get it, cool. If not, you know.
So when did you actually find out that it was Too Hot to Handle? Like not till you got.
So she got on the show.
Okay.
Yeah. So even like when I was going through the process and everything, I still thought it was something else.
Yeah.
And
when
I
you
got
to the island. You still thought it was a party thing? Okay.
And then they put you out there and they're like, hey, it's Too Hot to Handle. And I'm like, what the hell is that? Like, what is that? And so then they're like, it's the show.
So how did you take that? Were you upset or were you like, because you didn't know what it was, right?
I didn't. I was very surprised because I was just like, they're like, oh, these are like your options of guys you get to know.
Okay.
And I was like, okay. Because like, I don't really have a type, but it was like, y'all told me it was going to be like an array of people. Like we're just here to party, have fun. So they're like, make deeper connections. And like at that time I was 27. So I was like, I'm the oldest girl here. Like, you know, the guys are cool, but I was like, what is a 22-year-old going to give me? Right. So it's like you're making deep connections. You know, you're finding stuff out about people. But then it's like you're stuck because you're like, okay, I got all these guys. If I don't like any of them, there's no other options. So it's like, you know, and then like, you think you're going to go party, but then you're going to make connections.
Right.
So it's like you really have to like humble your thought process. Like, okay, this is not something that you have fun with. You really got to
it's complete 360.
Yeah, you really got to soul search. And then like, you know, you find things about yourself that you're like, oh shoot, I didn't know that.
For sure.
Or like, if I want a relationship, I got to do this. And it did help me in the, you know, in real life. But like, I was just like, damn.
Yeah.
Like,
that's dope.
So when you were going through it, were you weren't really looking for a boyfriend to come out of it type of thing?
Yeah, in the beginning. Because like you go there, like the description is like you're partying, you're having fun. So it's like you go there and then you're like, okay, I'm having fun. You know, this is what the show is about. But then they're like, no, this is what the show is about. You're really making deep connections, seeing stuff about yourself, about your partner, all that stuff. So it's a really humbling experience because you're like, you know, some shows are like scripted, but it's like you're literally like, here you go. So it's like you're just doing everything.
It's all freestyle.
Yeah, like you're doing everything on your own. You're just like, all right.
Yeah, sometimes the show can seem a little scripted. Just a little bit. So.
I think that's the editing though. They be really getting y'all like every single face, every single second, trying to make it look all dramatic and stuff. So
that's why I was like, make sure my face looks good. I don't want, you know.
There's a part in the show where it's of you because you're taking so long to get ready to bed. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah, we actually got a question
my 4 hours.
about that.
Yeah. The funny thing is, it's like, when I say it takes me 4 hours to get ready, that's like in everyday life. You know, you don't got 4 hours on the show. You got like 45 minutes. Like when I first got there and they're like, hey, Bree, like you got 45 minutes to get ready. I was like, okay, for what? That's hair or that's makeup or whatever. But they're like, no, honey, 45 minutes in general. So I'm like, okay. So, but at night though, I did take my time. Yeah. Because that's when you unwind and stuff like that. But it wasn't like 4 hours, but like, sometimes it does take me 4 hours. You know, girls, we like to get ready for the club. You know, you ain't got no time limit. You got to be there by 11. It's like 9 o'clock. Like, all right, maybe, you know. But yeah, the 4 hours, give or take. But on that show, I did not have 4 hours.
Yeah, right.
Wait, I didn't finish the season. I watched one episode to watch you, to see what's up with you.
Like,
but did you lose any money?
Did I lose any money?
Yeah, you breaking the rules?
You know, you never know.
Oh, okay. She didn't, the little talking box didn't call you out, Ned?
No, she did.
Okay.
The funny thing was, a lot of people were saying like, if I was on there with my co-star Truth. Truth was like the tall one with the colored eyes.
Mm-hmm.
He's on there. Everybody was like, "That's a liar," but I'm like, in real life, he ain't a liar. You know, stuff happens. But they're like, if y'all were on together, y'all would have just lost all the money. And we probably would have because like, you know, after the show, we really got a chance to like be super good friends.
Yeah.
So it's like we were just thinking like we probably would have lost the money.
Hella
You know,
money.
you just get thrown in there. You want to have fun.
So
all that
like
stuff.
when you like in the moment you losing money, you just not thinking about it at all. Like that's a lot of money. Like for a kiss, $6,000, right? For a kiss,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
I feel like for me, maybe because I was like a little older.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm there for the money.
Okay.
Like, because then it's like, you know, you might leave the show, you'll have your person, but it's like, it's not like you can't just go to the club and get somebody, you know what I mean? So it's like if I go in there, because I think I went in there and there was like 20,000 left, but then they told me that it was like 200,000.
Oh.
So I was like, okay.
Oh, you was thinking you had something to
Yeah,
spare.
she was
then.
like, I got a little.
No, but I was just like 200,000 split all of us was some money, but 20,000
yeah.
I'm like after taxes, I'm
Right.
gonna get like gas money. Like, I was about to be like,
in LA,
my
you
rent
don't know what-
this.
yes, I was like, so it's like for me, I wasn't so like eager to, you know, spend the money because I would like to leave with the money.
Yeah.
But if there was an opportunity to like, you know, take
Grow
it,
something.
you know, whatever, then I would have took it. But you know, that's some stuff that may or may not have happened. You never know.
That
But
makes sense.
because
So now after the show, do people like approach you a little bit different? They're like, oh, I know you from the show, or do guys be like, oh, instead of DMing you off some trying to be slick or whatever, they'd be like, hey, I saw you on the show, blah blah. Like, that changed up a little bit?
depends on where I am. I feel like for me, like my friends and stuff, they didn't necessarily like watch the show because that's not what they like. Watch more like BT and like other things like that. But if I have some of my other friends that are just into more Netflix and those type of shows, I'll get people that are like, oh yeah, you were on Tratando, da da da. But like, it really just depends on where you are.
Yeah.
Because I watch anime, so I won't know who.
Okay, wait, let's talk
anyone
about
is.
that. Let's talk
I'm
about
just like, I don't know who anyone is.
real quick. Let me get your top 3 animes. Let me hear them. What's your top 3?
So I'm really into Demon Slayer.
Okay, yeah, it's on the come up.
But I'm mad because they gonna cut season 2 how they cut season 2.
Mhm.
So I'm still waiting
And
on
you
what
waiting
happened
on-
after he exploded.
Mhm.
I've been
Spoiler.
waiting a long time. Oh, sorry.
You good?
spoiler,
You good? Go
but-
watch the show, man.
And I really like, I'm like a really diehard Naruto
Okay.
fan. I'm kind of sad that Boruto is not as good as
Yeah,
Naruto. I feel like, you know, spoiler alert, when, you know, he lost the 9 tails, I
Mhm.
was just like, what
You
he gonna do
cried? You almost
now?
cried? I was
You
on-
watched
I almost
watch.
cried. Yeah, I do. Like I got little cups and everything. And it's funny because I've been watching since I was like 9.
Oh, okay.
So
Watching Naruto since you was 9.
not watching Naruto, just watching anime since
Yeah.
I was 9. So it's really funny because it helps you be able to watch something and see the subtitles at the bottom.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
you can see both. So my mom will be like, "Wait, what's going on?" And I'm
Nah.
like, "Your eyes are like split."
You
like
split it.
this."
Even when I
Yeah.
watch regular TV now, I kind of like have the other subtitles on. I'm like,
And
I can't hear it. I can't
Yeah, I'm
what's
just
going
like watching everything, and my friends are like, "It's going so fast. Like, what are you doing?" And I'm like,
on. Nah.
"It's a skill you
It's a
learn,
skill you
know?
learn. I
Yeah,
practiced
yeah.
this. All right, what's
Yeah.
number 3? What's the big 3 right there?
Number 3, I'm kind of torn because I like, you know, Attack on Titans, and I like the new
Solid.
stuff that's on Netflix and stuff, but
Yeah.
nothing really has like
Stuck
hit
out
me
to you?
that I'm like, okay, if this comes out with like 5 more seasons, am I gonna watch it?
That makes
so
sense. Okay.
those are my top 2 though.
I'm
I
going to give
mean,
you some
if
recommendations.
Boruto gets better, it'll be fine. You know,
Yeah.
I did follow the 200 episodes, but now I'm like, all right, it's getting kind of
That's what I
boring.
did. Exactly.
You know, we still don't know if he got his little
200 episodes.
That's chump.
Yeah.
That's chump. You watch One Piece?
One Piece is good.
Mm-hmm.
But they got like 500 episodes. So
They
I'm
got
like,
about
halfway.
1,000 something.
Yeah, but I don't. Does he ever get cured when he ate the what is it?
Nah, he could.
Or
That's,
something like
nah,
that.
Nah, he don't
Yeah.
get cured.
It's funny because like when they do end up getting out of the situation they're in, it's like what else?
Exactly.
You know?
They're just,
But,
bro just keeps it going, honestly. The
Yeah.
dude, he writes forever. He said it's going to come to a close soon, so maybe you can catch up.
I mean, 500 episodes in,
Yeah.
you might. But I like Inuyasha too.
I watched like 5 episodes of that when I was little, but I never.
The movies are better.
Okay.
Because like the show kind of like keeps going along, but the movies kind of like just sum everything up.
I'm
so.
not take that.
Yeah.
Jay doesn't like anime.
He's like, what's going
Yeah,
on?
nah,
I
he
don't know what the
confused.
fuck y'all talking about.
Yeah. No, but anime is like, I mean, you either like it or you don't, but which is nice. Like anime has so many different sections. That you,
Yeah.
like if you like action or if you like more drama or more like love, like there's so
Yeah.
many animes for it.
Mhm.
You just got to be willing to like see it.
Give it a try.
I'm not.
Go on Hulu and
Can't do that.
Netflix.
Netflix
You'll
got
find
Netflix
more of the
coming
popular
up.
one. Yeah.
Mhm.
Give me that.
But
All right, let's get into this First segment, real quick. So, premise of the show, catchphrase, don't trip, we got you. So I'm gonna ask a question, I'll say, don't trip. You say, we got you. Give us your best advice for that person that's asking the question. All right? So the first question is, I'm interested in this guy, but he has a girlfriend. Should I shoot my shot? Don't trip.
We got you.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, run.
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 Okay.
I feel like, if he was in the talking, guys keep their options open if they're just talking to somebody.
Yes.
Us women sometimes, we'd be like, oh, that's my man. Like, girl, no.
It's not your man.
He's just an option.
Uh-huh.
But if he already got a girlfriend, there's like that old school saying, you lose him how you get him.
That's
So it's
facts.
like,
You lose him how you get him.
But I mean, I would just run. But it depends on what you in it for. Girl just might want to not do anything with dude, but might want to get a little coin on the side,
That makes sense.
Do what you do. But if you want a relationship with him, don't do it. Girl.
Exactly. Why would you get in a relationship with someone who cheated on you before that? Like, cheated with you.
Asking to get hurt.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That lose him how you get him is definitely a good.
And they be on IG with all the posts like, I should have known better. I'm like,
girl, he told you what was up.
And you're going to be looking crazy when that girlfriend be up here ready to whoop your Like, these girls
You can
crazy
cuss
out
if you
here.
want.
You can get worse.
Right.
You can cuss.
I be in LA all the time.
And it gets-
Fights in the club, and I'm like, what happened? They be like, oh, do you have a girlfriend? I'm like, stop there. That's all I need to know. That's all I need to know.
You ain't never been Mr. Steel Man?
A what?
You ain't never been Mr. Steel Man?
I feel like unknowingly, like, I'm a type of person, like, I don't like when I was younger, I don't investigate as much as I used to. Like now I investigate, but back then, like, I don't, like, that wasn't the FBI. So if a dude's like, nah, I ain't got no girl, I'm like, all right.
For sure.
And then somebody blowing up your phone in your DMs and you're just like, oh, you kind of lying. And then he's like, no, she ain't that girl, You know how guys be talking.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
But
know?
but if they in the talking stage, is it still free game?
Oh, it's free game. I'm that type of person because I know for me, when it comes to dudes, I tell a dude like, yeah, I'm talking to a dude. That dude be like, like you ain't got a boyfriend,
right.
So But I feel like there's a way to go about it. Like if you run into the guy with the girl, and then like he says, hey to you, what's up?
Yeah,
that's fine. Because if I'm with somebody I'm talking to, I'm still going to acknowledge you, like, hey, what's up? But if he's acting weird and he's talking to the girl, then it's kind of like where you stand.
Yeah,
you know? So it's like you gotta play it right. But
for sure, yeah. Because we was watching the show. And we see you go in there and take the light skinned homie from his girl.
I didn't take anybody. Oh my God. They gave me hell for that. I was like, it was funny because so many people were like, you trying to take her boyfriend? I was like, they wasn't together. Like if if they were together, like this is my boyfriend, I would have been like, all right, bye.
Right.
Like, but he was single. And if he would have said
forget
no, like if he would have said no, like, nah, I can't go with you, that's fine. I get rejected. Everybody gets rejected. That's fine. What am I gonna do? Cry?
But he accepted it.
Yeah, so I was like, all right, that's cool. And then even after that, like, we were still cool when it didn't work out. Like, I'm not tripping, but to each his own.
To each his own. Okay.
His own.
You ever been on the other side though? Like a girl ever steal your man's? Or try to home wreck you?
Yeah, I've had girls come in and do that. And like when I was younger, I keep saying younger, like I'm not old now, but it's like my mindset is different. But it's like I would be butthurt. Like I would be like, dang, like she gonna come in here and like try to mess up what we got. But then you gotta realize too, like if he's entertaining that, then you know where he's at.
That's facts.
But it's like at the same time, that wasn't my boyfriend.
That's true.
So it's like I would get mad, and then like I'm really close to my parents. Like my parents, my dad, told me the game, everything.
Yeah.
So it's like I would be all boohoo to them. My dad would be like, "That wasn't even your dude. Like, what you crying for?"
That's a real one right there.
He's like, "That's your problem," and I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "So you finna do all this for him, and he's not yours." And I'm like, he's like, you should have asked that the first time. And he's like, how many months y'all in? I'm like, he's like, damn, you wasted time. And I'm like, and my mom be like, don't tell her all that. She gonna be like this. But it's like, you really take that in. Like, I wasted time. We should have figured out what we were. And then, but it takes time to learn. But
that's dope that you have a relationship like that with your parents.
Yeah.
Especially your dad. Because I know a lot of girls are kind of secretive from their dad. They won't tell their dad anything. They'll tell their moms. Because their moms will always coddle them, make them feel better. But the dad's going to keep it real, right? He going to give you that game.
He is. Like, my dad was like, he was like, I don't want you to learn anything from your friends. Like, you can observe things, but my job is to teach you. And, like, literally nothing was really off topic. So, like, it was, like, not off topic. It was, like, nothing was off the table. Like I can ask him anything. But that didn't happen until like I started processing that. So it's like I would be nervous to ask certain things and like no, my parents might judge me.
Right.
But it's like you never know till you ask. But it's like they've literally been there.
Facts.
100 times.
Once you understand that they're just trying to help you, they want the best for you and want you to learn. It becomes easier to talk to your parents for sure.
Yeah, and the dad thing's dope though. Go ahead though.
Oh no, I was saying like a lot of people like I understand because not everyone has those type of parents that do want the best for their children. You know, it's different for everyone.
Yeah.
But it's like if you do have a parent that's like really like, no, come talk to me, I'm gonna give you some game. Like really take advantage of that.
Yeah.
It'll
they've been there, done it.
Facts.
Yeah.
And I think getting that guy's perspective is a lot different too. I feel like because a lot of guy podcasts like ours, they don't get girl viewers because they're just talking about, oh, girls this, girl that.
Talking about
like,
the masculine view.
But we gonna tell girls what guys is finna do to wreck the girl's relationship, or how they like what you actually think. So that's what I think.
Yeah, because I would call my dad like, Dad, look at this game he gonna give me. It's a game. Like, you know, he said this. I'm the only one. This and my dad's like,
I'm the only one dangerous.
My dad's like, he's selling it. My dad's like, he boxing it up. He's selling it, and he damn near put a postage stamp and nailed it off. Like, no. So yeah.
He need to come on the podcast and let us know what's on. Teach us something. All right. Our next question is, my girl is never ready on time and always makes us late, and I hate being late. Is this a break-upable offense? Don't trip.
We got you. I'm just saying we got you.
Okay.
Don't tell me dinner gonna be an hour because I'll be there in 2. I feel like it's not. It's a hard thing because I'm notoriously late, but I found a compromise. Like with my dude, like if I'm late, I'll tell him, "Hey, I'll Uber to the place."
Yeah.
Like just go. And he'd be like, "No, we gotta show up together." No, we don't, because we're gonna argue. But I do feel like if you care about the person and you don't want to argue as much, just try to get ready a little bit earlier. Okay. Just try. And then if you tried and failed, you tried, but try to compromise between you two. And a relationship's all about compromising, to be honest. And I didn't realize it till I got in my relationship. I was like, damn. But if that person's willing to compromise and try to find like a mutual ground on something that works, then try it. And then if y'all just arguing and you won't change being late, then you might just find, there's a lot of brothers in the world. Find another one, right?
They be on black people time for real, so they might be late too.
Yeah, like I know. I was on black people time today.
She was a little bit late. So.
Hey, low key we we hit every light on the way to this shit. I was lucky, like, damn, she gonna be sitting there waiting for us.
We got here like 5 minutes late. We was like, we kind of early, low key. So
and low key was like driving, and I was like, they gonna be on black people time too. So I was like, all right, I'm 15 minutes late. Technically, I'm 5 minutes late. So we good. We
solid. Only 5.
Yeah, I was like, we solid. And then I came here and I was like, hey, I'm here.
So what if your man hit you with some spontaneous plans? How you going about that?
My man knows don't do that. Don't do that. I feel like everyone that I have dated knows don't do that. Because you try it the first time, it ain't gonna go well. Like if I'm already ready though, like my makeup done, hair done, I just gotta change the outfit.
Then you can
you can do some stuff. But if you call me like, hey babe, in an hour, be ready downstairs. I don't care where we going. You can fly me off to Dubai. We ain't going. Because if I don't feel like I look good, it ain't happening. It ain't happening. Like, because I'll be sitting there like this. And I'll be there like, you don't feel sexy? Hell no, I don't feel sexy.
So what you need, like 24-hour advance or what? 48 hours?
At least let me know in the morning.
Okay.
Be like, all right, like 8 o'clock tonight. First of all, make sure that I don't have nothing planned.
Thanks.
A lot of men don't ask, what you got planned today, babe? Right. They just be like, I did this, I paid for this. I had plans. I'm sorry. But in the morning time, be like, babe, if you're not doing nothing today, 8 o'clock tonight, whatever, we can go do, or I got a surprise for you. I'll be like, all right, cool. But yeah, no, 2-3 hours, no. I'm gonna need at least half the day. Okay. Because, you gotta shower. And as you showering, you might fall asleep a little bit. You might sing a little bit.
Fall asleep in the shower, too.
I'm serious. You might sleep a little bit, sing a little bit, then you shower.
When you get out the shower, you scroll on your phone for a little bit in the towel.
And it's like, by the time you got the shower, your edges might be fluffy, so you gotta, repress them and everything. There's a lot a woman has to do to look good.
Yeah, we just gotta put a nice t-shirt on, nice snapback, we good.
I know. Right. Y'all just put soap on your face. Might lotion.
Maybe once in a while.
Definitely.
Gotta get that baby smooth.
Definitely. If you don't put lotion on you,
you're gonna be ashy. Ashy. But the wash the face, all I use is cold water. That's all you need.
Cold water. And y'all skin be looking nice. And I'm like, I put cold water. I got a new pimple tomorrow.
All right. Let's hit this next segment real quick. So it's called red flag, green flag. So we got a bunch of red flags and green flags. Obviously, there's stuff you're cool with in a relationship, or this is more the talking stage, actually. So
He said,
Jay got the flags for you.
Shoot. I low-key felt something, and I was like, I'm not going to move. This is a bug. He got the mic position so nice. That's what my eyes were like.
Respectable. So, red flag, green flag. So I'm going to give you a scenario, give you a 3, 2, 1. You throw up whatever flag it is, and we're going to kind of talk about why you think.
I'm finna play with you.
All right, and Jay finna.
I got to get my lefts and rights together because I might be like.
All right, the first one is he has his phone on Do Not Disturb while y'all are together. All right, 3, 2, 1.
I feel like it's in between.
In between?
In between.
Me too. But I don't think it's a bad thing.
I mean, it depends on how long you've known him.
Okay.
Because he might be a bit, like, you know, some people like businessmen. Some people like regular men. Not saying regular men.
Regular man?
You know what I'm saying? So
What's a regular man? What's a regular man?
You know.
You know what?
You know.
Yeah.
So, you know, his phone might be busy, might not be. I be putting my phone on Do Not Disturb sometimes too. Depends on the attention. So that's why I put like a little middle. But first date, definitely put your phone on Do Not Disturb.
All right, for sure.
So you don't see Do Not Disturb as a bad thing?
First date, no. But if your phone is always on Do Not Disturb, that's a red flag.
Okay, there we go.
Unless your mama is the only one that can get through. Then I'd be like, you cute. You know, no. Depends.
Okay, respectable.
Y'all should have a middle flag.
A yellow flag?
You should have
Yes.
a
You get a yellow flag?
Or just put both of them up. Put both of them up.
Yeah, like
Damn
something.
near makes yellow.
There's some exceptions to the rule.
Okay, I feel like there's exceptions, but you should put a majority. Like what you think the main, like if it's a big thing, then okay. But I feel like there's always exceptions to some rules. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, all right.
It's like a guy.
Let's get. Boy, you get a DM, and you see a blue check, red flag or green flag. 3, 2, 1. Red flag.
Red flag.
All right, let's hear it.
I don't have a blue check.
That doesn't matter. the girl DMing you has a blue check.
That's cool because I don't have a blue check.
I think it's a red flag because I have friends that have blue checks and they really just copy and paste the same thing to the girls, you know?
Yeah.
So it's not really, it's not really nothing.
Yeah.
So it's just like a regular guy DMing you. So don't think like, oh, he got a red, a blue check, that's something like, no, he just like the regular guy, they ain't got the blue check.
But it could be dangerous.
But yeah.
Because, bro, he got so many people thinking, oh, he got a blue check, so he gonna just copy and paste.
I kind of don't want a blue check because I feel like there's so many stereotypes that come with it.
Blue check?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
sometimes.
It's cool.
But I feel like people can buy blue checks nowadays.
Oh, they do. We learned on a previous episode. Apparently, it's like a couple grand or something like that.
Yeah, because I be seeing like these new rappers that have like 200 followers.
And got blue checks.
You got a blue check?
One thing, huh?
You got a blue
I
check?
make sure I got a blue check. I ain't gonna have no blue check. No blue check. Because the thing is, like, people be like using my photo to like sell clothes and stuff.
Yeah.
I be like, what is this? But it's like, unless you have a blue check, you have so many profiles out there. So
That makes sense.
yeah, but red flag.
All right. If he comes in talking straight about your looks, red flag or green flag?
Like, what do you mean? Like
he comes up, oh, you're so gorgeous. Oh, you're so beautiful. That's his into either in the DMs or in person. Red flag or green flag? 3.
I'm thinking about myself.
Like, a little bit of time.
I think it's. I feel like it's a red flag.
Okay.
Because I feel like if you mention one thing, like, oh, you look nice, cool.
Yeah.
But I don't need you lusting. And it reminds me of like those old men that be like, oh, you're so nice. That's so good. I'd be like, ew, like, get away from me.
Yeah, chill
Even
out.
if you look sexy, like, it's just when you overdo it, it just becomes like, ugh,
Yeah, I feel
weird.
that.
Yeah.
You gotta. We always talk about it. Whenever you're talking to a girl, it's cool. Obviously, she wants to know she looks pretty or whatever. You look nice, but like, what do you like to do? Like, oh, I like your shoes. Oh, something like that can kind of stand out. Or I see you're into fashion, and I like your. Like, can you tell me more about that? Something like that that can kind of make you stand out. That you're not just trying to get in her pants type.
And from a guy's perspective too, like, I want to talk more about them, what we look like. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot more than me. Like, people look at me and don't think I'm a goofy.
Yeah, they think
goofy dude. They think,
Really?
yeah.
Nah.
I feel like you're the one that would like crack the joke. Because I feel like your eyes light up. Like when you think something funny. So I'll be like, oh, he got jokes.
See,
Like,
Justice
I
never
appreciate
gets
that.
that. If a girl ever is like, put me on Justice, I want to meet Justice, they're like, oh, I know he gets so many girls, he's so smooth and stuff. I'm like, if you could take Justice and make him a cartoon character, it'd be Goofy from like this.
real.
Like he's goofy. Like,
Wait, you trying to say
that's
you
what I do.
don't get no girls?
No.
Oh, okay. I know you're like,
I'm not saying,
oh, you know, he get all the girls, but
my man's is handsome. My man's is handsome, but they always think he's like, oh, he's an F boy. Like he's gonna treat me all this type of way. And I'm like,
stereotypical light skin.
that's not. He's a lover boy straight up. Like,
Got it.
so it's like stuff like that.
You be getting your heart broken?
Me? Never.
Oh, okay.
Nah,
Never
he's
Nah, he's a lover boy.
Nah, you're a lover boy. It don't get broken, but it'd be really big,
Like,
real
bruh,
big.
man, this girl hurt my feelings.
Nah. He said-
There was that one time.
There was that one time.
I had to be with the boys.
Yeah, he's like, hey man, can we go do something? I was like, yeah, bro, we can go get some food. We just chilling,
like,
listen to some Drake, all that
Cry
stuff.
on my shoulder.
Yeah.
You know, just don't mess up the shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
He said, don't mess up the shirt, though.
Leaving tears.
Mhm. All right, last one. If it's he's trying to get at you and he sends double messages, red flag, green flag.
I feel like green flag.
Okay, green flag. Jay, what you got?
What'd you say?
He's sending double messages,
He's double texting?
double texting.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like
cool,
it
cool.
depends what it is.
Yeah.
You know, if it's like I want to see you or something in a not creepy way, be like, you know, I'd double text.
Yeah.
But it just depends on what it is. Like if it's like, hey, how's your morning?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm busy, and you double text me, hey, how's my morning? You could tell I'm busy.
Type.
Like,
Okay.
I ain't,
Okay.
you know,
Right.
So
They'll be annoying with it.
Okay.
yeah.
Like you bugging somebody, like poking them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I remember my high school days. I would double, triple.
Triple.
Woof, you ain't answering me.
She said, what are you doing? Type.
If you gave me the number,
Yeah.
and we are talking and you don't answer me, it was a problem.
Okay, that's respectable. You're just trying to get you.
this
But
was
now
like
it's
so-
different.
Yeah, now totally different. You
Okay.
ain't texting, you gonna be blocked.
Mm.
Like, and now if I see you in person, I'll be like, who?
Who? You, if you want to talk to me, respond first, and then we can talk.
Not even that. You can respond, get the little green.
Mm.
Like we done.
Not the
We
green.
done.
The sender is no longer
It's
available.
like, sometimes you just gotta be the amount of like stuff that people be playing with nowadays.
Yeah.
You just cut it off.
That
They
makes
playing, cut it off.
That makes sense. All right. That's it for our red flag, green flag. So we got a short little segment to end it off. It's called Switcheroo. So Switcheroo is we as guys sometimes ask girls, or girls ask us these questions and we don't know how to answer them, right? So we've had a couple of them. We've had, do I look fat in this dress? Do you think this girl's pretty? So we're gonna hit you with the third one that we got right now, all right? So if as a guy, how do I answer the question during the talking stage? If a girl asks me, are you talking to other people? Should I be straight up? Should I say no? Like, I don't want to lose this girl. So how should I answer that question?
I feel like you gotta be straight up.
Okay.
Because women be crazy.
Mhm.
If you ain't gonna tell her, somebody else will.
Okay.
Usually the girl will.
The girl will?
The girl will. They always want to be known.
Yeah.
Especially with the investigation. She gonna put the heart on social media and your comments. She gonna like every picture. We peep all that.
Mm-hmm.
So just be honest. Just be like, I'm keeping my options open.
Mm-hmm.
And she should be doing the same thing. It's always a red flag if a girl's solely devoting her time and attention to
Just
you
you.
and you guys are just talking. Because then it's like she's really invested in you. So
Okay.
it's gonna hit her worse when it doesn't work out.
So what about these guys is kind of like, they know that this girl is a one guy type of girl, right? So when I tell you that I'm talking to other people, he knows he's gonna lose her.
Mm-hmm.
Should he still be truthful, or should, like, that's why the guys I feel like be like lying. They'd be like, no, I'm not talking. It's just you, just in order to keep her in his bag or Duffy or whatever. So is that, I mean, that's selfish talk, but that's probably like, is that the way that he could keep her, only way, or he has to drop everybody else? Or how can he kind of maneuver his way around that?
I feel like he needs to understand his maturity level, which is kind of hard with
Yeah.
your guy because
We go a little slower than y'all.
A little slower.
Yeah, couple of years.
But you just got to see where you're at,
Yeah.
and it's like people are just so crazy nowadays too. It just depends on how much drama you want in your life.
Mhm.
Some people are toxic and they love drama. So I feel like if you really like her and she's really like having that impression on you, like I don't want to lose her, and it like trumps like all the other girls,
Yeah.
then you probably should just, see what's up with her.
Yeah.
Like guys come dime a dozen, girls come dime a dozen. So if you lose your whole roster, you can pick your roster up back tomorrow.
Facts.
You know?
Facts. Whole
I
new
feel like
draft.
sometimes guys overthink the situation.
Yeah.
And instead of just doing the simple thing and stop talking to every girl and just focus on one, especially if they like them.
For real,
Like
like,
there's no point in having all the other girls. Like if she leaves, you just go back.
they gonna be there.
You know
They
what
gonna
I'm
be there
saying?
when they get back.
Yeah.
If you need to go back, type. So
the advice is you want to hear from the horse's mouth, not from somebody else,
Yeah.
because then that would make you upset
Yeah.
if you find out from a different girl.
It's almost like a guy. Like if you
Huh?
found out, no, I'm saying like
No, I agree with you.
Oh, you saying,
No, I agree with
huh?
you.
It's almost like a guy's thing where it's like you like a girl and then your homie like, oh, bro, she got a whole whatever.
Right.
You're going to be like, what? Like
out of there.
That's it. That's if you like
you
her.
said what?
Out of there. Go on.
Yeah.
That's if you like her. If you don't like her, then you're gonna be like, whatever. Exactly. She is swapping.
But as a guy, I feel like not most guys be like, once they find out that she got other people, you're like, wait, that's the one I actually want. Like that's the one that they want to go after for real. So I feel like guys always want what they can have.
But low key, guys be getting offended when they come up to her straight up and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm talking to other people too, keeping my options open." She's like, "Yeah, me too."
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
Wait.
You can't do that.
Oh my God, I'd be like, bro, what? I mean, it depends though. Like if you're like sleeping with every guy, I mean, it's always like a double standard because some guys sleep with every girl they're talking to, but like guys think like, oh, she got an open roster, she's sleeping with every single guy, I don't want that girl. And it's not that at all. It's like, we might got a guy that takes us shopping, might got a guy that takes us to dinner. Like, we working.
You got a guy for everything.
You know what I mean? But like, I be seeing their eyes. They be like, what?
Huh?
Oh, good. No. And I'm like,
feel them sinking to they see like.
Right. I'm like, I know 12 girls you talking to because I got a good 3.
Exactly.
Then it's a problem. So y'all be.
Who's that double standard?
Right. They be like cut deep. Like, oh my God.
Bro, that heartbroken.
She met a new dude tomorrow at the Nike store. Dang. Like,
the cashier was a guy.
Right. He gonna buy her some dunks or something. I gotta, and sometimes I asked one of my boys to this. I was like, if you went to dinner with another girl and you seen a guy come in with the girl that you're talking to, even though you're not in a relationship, like, what would you feel? I'm thinking that he gonna be like, oh, she out of there.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm finna blow her up tomorrow. Like, I'm finna go harder. All this stuff. I was like, oh, that's how it is now? Okay, cool. Like, it changed. Because I'm thinking that he about to be like, nah, she out of there. But I was like, okay. Like, he's like, that's gonna show me that like other guys, other guys want my shorty. He's like, nobody wants a girl that nobody wants.
Yeah.
Right.
And I was like, that's true, because I know I would want a guy that I'd be like, oh yeah, look at my man. They're like, ugh. Nobody wants that. So it's like, gotta play the fights a little bit. But yeah.
I feel that.
It is changing though, low key. Cause I feel like even myself, I'd be like, if I seen her with somebody else, I'd be like, oh, that's cool. He can have her, type of thing.
Yeah.
But
no, me, it'd definitely be a competition type thing. Like I know that every guy wants my girl type, but I'm like, that's my girl type. You're not gonna touch my girl. That's my girl. She picked me type. I feel like it helps definitely that competition aspect, if you might say it. That's that. Like you're the winner. I'm a competitive type of guy.
Are you petty too?
Petty?
Like, if you see a girl across the street with some other dude, you're gonna be like, yo, what's that?
Oh, hell,
how you doing?
Yeah. I'm walking like, yo, what's good with y'all? Oh, how you been?
She gonna be looking like, huh?
You remember yesterday when we was, no, we was just chilling. Remember at the crib? Oh, we was just chilling. In the bed, though. Yeah, we was just chilling.
Nah, that's like a unlimited.
No, but I'll be like, nah, we just friends, though. We not talking.
Remember we wanted me to cuddle you last night? You remember that?
You left your top.
Yeah, I could bring it back later.
Can I have my t-shirt back?
Okay, you left a piece of hair in my wash machine. I'm turning to you. Like,
this you right
I wash your clothes for you.
Wash your clothes.
I got your socks. I got all that.
Petty be, as long as you don't go crazy with it, don't be crazy.
You over here talking about me?
I'm not crazy with it, though.
Last night, but we didn't do like that's crazy. Like she like, dang, I'm just going to the coffee shop with the brother. Like, shoot, okay.
I'm not petty because I can't handle pettiness. That shit make me mad.
He would laugh. I feel like he would try to be petty and be laughing
for sure.
And it makes it even worse because then the girl be like, am I a joke to you? He gonna be like, no. And like smiling and stuff. She gonna feel even more shitty.
Still laughing, fool. Hey, well, that's this episode of Don't Trip. We had a great guest star this time. We thank you, Bree, for coming. Is there anything you want to say to the people? Say a little shout out to your stuff.
About your makeup a little bit.
Oh yeah, I'm about to say don't get played. Be smart out here. So I'm trying to launch my brand by the end of the year, but I'm a Virgo, so when it's perfect, it'll be out there. Okay. But you can follow me on Instagram at Bree.Giscombe. Y'all probably have all that in there.
She know the deal.
Be patient with me on the content though, because I'm old trying to stay in the new. But I'm just happy to be here, and I like podcasts and just rambling and
What
stuff.
is your makeup line called?
Oh, Embellish Me by Bree.
Okay.
Embellish Me by Bree.
Yeah, you gotta put your name in there.
Yeah.
Tax purposes.
Purposes.
You get taxed lower.
Hey, well, hopefully if we back out in LA, we can have her back on. Maybe even do some virtual stuff. But that was a dope episode for sure. So we really like having you on. If y'all are watching or listening, go watch the YouTube video. You can see Bree smiles, jokes, all this stuff. And tap in on all platforms. What you got to say, Jay?
And tap into our new Don't Trip Snap show.
Yep.
Subscribe to that. We'll post on there regularly. It's on Snapchat. All you got to do is search Don't Trip. And that's on there for you.
Yep. And that's pretty much all we got for you. So don't trip.
We got you.
We got you.
Yeah.
I want to say, is that what I say it in there?